Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I'm trying to get myself situated here. I can never get the center of this right. Hold on. Okay. I'm centered. Okay. Hello. Just making sure you guys can hear me. My microphone was like half in, half out, and I didn't realize it. So, if you can hear me, say hi. Hello. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you guys who observe Valentine's Day. I believe in Spanish they say it Feliz Dia de San Valentin. Hello. Welcome in. Who do we have today on this lovely Saturday night date night? How fitting, right? How fitting for a Saturday night date night that we have St. Patty's Day. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's Valentine's Day. Hello. Welcome in. Hi, Miss Reptile. Hello, Janet. And for the replay warriors, I'm just saying hello to all the visitors because it is Valentine's Day. Everyone is special, right? To the replay warriors, to all of you guys, right? All the things. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful day. How was your day, guys? I had a very relaxing day. I got so much work done. I loved it. So good. Hi, Nisi. Welcome in. Hi, Trish. And Pen and Kim, hello to you. Thank you guys so much for the wonderful purple hearts. Who said we need red hearts on Valentine's Day? I like purple. I like purple. Purple's all the things. It's so good. I love it. Hi, Michelle. Welcome in. Happy Valentine's Day. Hello. Hi, Sugar and Linda and Lamar. Welcome in. Hi, Patsy and Margaret. Thank you guys so much. Oh, you know what? Believe it or not, I had this haircut for a few days now. Yeah. We talked about it, right? I was going to diet. I was going to do all the things. I decided not to diet. Al naturel. I'm letting the top grow. And I'm just going to keep the sides nice and tight, presentable, profesh. As profesh as time will allow, I don't know how much longer I'm going to let this. Maybe I should do like a side wisp, I don't know. We'll see. We'll work on it. I'm sure you guys will keep me up with the up and ups on all the things, right? Oh, thank you so much. Happy Saturday. Is it Saturday? Yes. Oh my goodness. Happy Saturday to all of you guys. I lost track of the day. So let me tell you what happened. So I am writing a pattern, right? And actually I'm rewriting a pattern. I previously wrote a pattern about 6 months ago and I put it down because I hit like a roadblock with this pattern. I just couldn't figure it out. So I just sat it to the side and then I picked it up. And then I had one of those moments where I just could not leave it alone. So not only did I finish writing the pattern, I actually crocheted the entire project from beginning to end within 24 hours. Like I literally just finished at like 6:52. Like I just finished. And I started it at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Actually, before the official Yarn Addict Zoom meeting, I started this project. I had the pattern on the computer, I had the yarn on the desk, and no one knew, none the wiser. As soon as the Zoom was over, I got back to work. I stayed up through the night. I crocheted. I worked on that pattern. I, rewrote the lines. I edited. I did all the things, and I just finished it. I'm so proud of myself. Of course, I slept. I did take a nap. I did sleep, but it was one of those things where like I had it on paper all this time. And I said, you know what? I'm not letting another day go by where it's just not being taken care of. So I took care of it. It's done. I'm very happy and proud of myself for actually getting it done. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Oh, that's what I've been doing. So I have some things. It's not Yarny related. I shop the TikTok, sometimes when you're scrolling and there's deals and steals to be had. So I'm going to share them with you. I haven't opened them yet. I hope you don't mind. This is like non-yarny, like let's do some acquisitions, right? So I have this bag from TikTok. If it's what I think it is, I think you guys will like it. Maybe. I don't know. You ready? I just opened it. Again. Anyway, here. Not my circus, not my monkeys, but I definitely know all the clowns. Is this my new favorite t-shirt or what? I love this. I feel like this is very fitting for several occasions. Maybe I need to wear this every now and then as a self reminder, right? Self affirmation. Maybe I'll wear like a good hoodie with it, like a zipper hoodie, and just crack it open every now and then if I need like a reminder, right? Not my circus, not my monkeys, but I definitely know all the clowns. Yes. So I found it on TikTok. I said, I have to get this. I have to. I shot the link over to Kim. I'm like, Kim, what do you think of this? Hilarious. I had to get it. So yeah, there's that. We love a good t-shirt, right? Typical Gen X. We love a good printed tee. Not my monkey, not my circus is my saying. My students even say it. I love it. It's so good. But you know what? It's fitting for so many different occasions. You could be at the grocery store and like people in line are acting a fool, and then you could just unzip and just let it be known. Like you're in your own lane. You're minding your own business because all you have is your business to mind. And you're letting everyone know, like, listen, that's you over there. I'm right here minding my cart, my business, and I'm putting my stuff on the conveyor belt for the cashier. I'm just saying, so good. Okay, so I got something else. Now, don't judge me, okay? I love a good bag. I don't know if I take it from my mother. My mom is known in my family as the bag lady. She puts bags inside of bags and all the things. And so I think maybe the apple didn't fall far from the tree. So I love a good bag. Let me show you the bag. So I thought I was just going to see the bag right away. I guess not. All right. This is a nice bag. I like it. So it's a nice little bag situation for when I'm out on the town, and I could put my cell phone in here. Maybe I could put some little fingerling skeins of yarn in here, some knitting needles, maybe a crochet hook or two. It's an over-the-shoulder bag, and it's got like a zipper in the back. Again, I love a good bag. And, when the weather gets nicer, I'd like to go out and actually walk and do all the things. So let's see. So on the inside, it's got like this little zipper situation, which I think is nice. And it's got like a separate pocket here. I have to tell you guys, this is why I got it, right? So I was scrolling TikTok and someone had this link to their page. It was $32, right? Which, okay, I get it. $32. Some people will want it, some people will not. Well, I wasn't getting it because for $32, how many skeins of yarn can I get for $32? Quite a bit. And I measure everything in skeins of yarn, by the way. That's just how I am. Everywhere I go shopping, I'm like, should I get that, or how many skeins of yarn can I get instead? That's how I think. Anyway, I'm scrolling, and literally 5 pages later, this comes up again. So I go to click on it, and it was for $8. The same exact bag. Same thing. And I even scrolled back up to the $32 one, and I matched it. It was the same name. They offered the same, different colors, because they had like a dark brown, a black, and a light brown. And I said, well, what's the difference? There was none. it was the same company selling it for two different prices. So obviously I went with the cheaper option. And so yeah, I paid $8 for a $32 bag. So this, yeah, I got this off the TikTok shop. Yeah. This was a deal and a steal, if I say so myself. $8. Hi Andrew. Thank you so much for gifting the membership. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. 32 buck bag for $8. Yeah. And I wanted to come here and tell you guys all about it. The only part that I don't know, and I didn't bother to check because $8 is $8, right? I can forego $8. I don't know if the handle on the $32 bag was leather or if it was like this. So this obviously is not a leather strap. And guess what? I don't even care. I don't even care. It's fine. So, yeah. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. Okay. Got a nice little bag to go out with. Love that. And yeah, it's I don't know if it's real leather, but it smells like it. It's got that leather smell to it. Yeah, it smells like leather. It doesn't have a tag or anything. Anyway, whether it's real or fake, it looks nice. That's all I care about. Aesthetics of it all, you know? Anyway, don't forget, guys, watch the podcast, right? There's the replay treat. And it's not too often that I can actually give away brand new yarn as a replay treat. So be sure to do all the things if you're interested in the replay treat. I have the 3 new yarns that I'm keeping for myself here. You guys knew I was going to keep this brown one. Yeah, we were keeping this one. I had plans for this. I mentioned before that I was going to run these in the Addy machine to see what they look like worked up as like hats. So yeah, I'm going to play with this a little bit later on. Maybe not for today, but at some point we'll do the things. We'll play with it. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. TikTok shop for $8. You knew I was coming here to tell you guys about that one. A deal and a steal was had, and I had to share. 100% for sure. 1000% for sure. You know? Oh, thank you so much. I just glanced and so this is the Canyon Drift poncho. I have a written pattern for this. Not everything I write has a tutorial. I try to do as many tutorials as I can, but I find it nowadays that we have people who follow me that prefer the written pattern. And so I put out written patterns, and if time allows, I do the video tutorial. So this is one of those situations where the poncho pattern is out there, but not the tutorial. So if you're cool with just reading the recipe and doing the things, by all means, go for it. It's very easy. Think Clint Eastwood. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. So happy to have all of you guys here. I have no Valentine. My mother is my Valentine. I went and got her some sugar-free Russell Stover chocolates. I think they came in like a heart. I got her one of those, and her favorite candy are those. They're chocolate-covered mints. It comes in a white box with green writing. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. They usually sell it like at the checkout as you're checking out. Something mints. I can't remember. But anyway, I got a few of those. And obviously a Valentine's Day card and Junior Mints. Thank you, Kathy. It's Junior Mints. It's the white box with the green writing. They had like a Valentine's Day special edition. So I got her a few of those. And her eyes turned into golf balls. Bing. Now, the thing about it is, mom's not supposed to have a lot of sugar. So I told her, I said, listen, this is a treat because it's Valentine's Day. So if you're going to eat these a little at a time, moderation is key with this. I said, but as far as the Russell Stovers, it's sugar-free. Still be moderate with it. But yeah, she's really happy that she got those. Very, very nice. Was there money in the car? There always is. Mother's never a happy camper unless there's money. And the thing about it is that she has no need for it. But she just likes to have it. And I like that for her. So, yeah, we put a few dollars in there and she was happy. Very good. I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys or do any of you guys get these in the mail? Do you guys get these? I get these in the mail every month. And you want to talk about being enabled. I get enabled all the time with these magazines. Guys, oh my goodness. If there's anyone that you know that has no business buying yarn, it's me. Okay. You know, and I know that the last thing I need to be doing is yarn hauls right now, right? With 3 full rooms of yarn, 3 of them filled with yarn. When I turn these pages, okay, and I see all the new yarn they have, how can I not at least buy 1 or 2 of some of these yarns? I mean, like, I don't get buyer's remorse. I don't even know what it's called. Like, it's like after I buy the yarn, I'm like, holy cow, what am I going to do with it? Like, obviously I'm going to show it on the channel, but like after I show it, like, where am I putting it? You know, even if I give it away, where am I putting it until I give it away? Because I'm organizing. I have everything everywhere, you know. But I look so forward to these. Listen, I get so excited. It's almost like, I don't want to say it's almost like waiting for a check in the mail, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close because when I go to the mailbox store and I pick this up, I'm more excited about this than like almost literally anything else because I'm like, what is new? We need to see all the new things. And I'm flipping through all the oh, this is nice. Wow. Okay, they have intarsia. Did you guys see the intarsia? Look at this. How cool is that? Now, I will tell you, I'm not one to do this kind of a blanket only because it's all single crochet stitches. I don't know about you, but I know about me, and doing a blanket all in single crochet, I'm not about that life unless it's Apache Tears. And only because Apache Tears has like that front post double crochet stitch or like that drop down double crochet. So it's really not all single crochets, but I'm looking at this and there's no other stitch other than single crochets in this blanket. Look at that. It is gorgeous. I love the colors. Very, very nice. Oh yes, it's got a nice smell to it, Trish. Thanks for that. It does. It's got a good you know, there's a yarn in here I'm very excited about, by the way. I should share this with you guys. It's right here. I don't know if I should share this until I actually get some. I'm going to share it. So I'm excited about this. It's a roving yarn. It's not everyone likes it, but I'm excited about, wait, let me flip this so you guys can see it. I want to flip so you can see close. There it is. Premier Spun Colors. And it's $5.99 a cake. Original price $9.99. It's like half price. I'm very excited about this. Very, very excited. And I swear some days I live under a rock because I have no idea if you guys have seen this already or not. You know, I get so excited. I'd say to myself, I can't wait to tell everybody about this. And you guys get the same catalog as me. You get the same catalog. So anyway, very excited about this. I see all the good things. Okay, so these things here all of the hooks and the needles, I was told that the reason why the prices are so high on all the hooks and the needles, and it's not just at Hirschner's or Mary Maxim, it's everywhere. And it's because these are sourced overseas and someone has to absorb the cost. And so what used to cost us $12 now costs us like 16 or whatnot. So if you're ever wondering why that's the case, there you go. And you know, every time I look at these books, the same thing happens. Okay. Now, let me show you this, and I want you to tell me what you see. Okay. So just glancing without looking at specifics. Let me just tilt it this way. What do you see? You see pictures of people wearing what? Wearables, right? Okay. And I'm going to continue doing this as long as it will allow me. Okay. Now, I open this book every month and I look at the same things. I don't see any males in here, and I would love to know at some point, when will one of these companies have a pattern for us males, or for you guys to purchase for someone that that is a male, that you can actually get a crochet kit or a suggestion for any of the things. There's a huge lane in the market for that. I'm just saying. So it's like, wah, wah, wah. I don't see anything in here for a guy. And yes, I get it. There are unisex this and unisex that. However, there should be some male makes, right? Who agrees? Maybe. Even if it's just one. Give us one pattern. Maybe you want to make something for hubby, or for your nephew, or your uncle, or your brother. And it could be like a wearable of some sort that they would really like. They're not always going to want blankets. So anyway, outside of that, I absolutely love the book. I love looking at like literally everything. Maybe that's a lane for me. And I check the pages every month, and that's the first thing I look for. I'm like, okay, is there anything for a guy? Because there's one thing that I'm always looking for that I can never find in these books. I would like to purchase a male sweater pattern. I don't care if it's crocheted or knit. I would like to just go to this book, order it, or even online, but the book, just order from the book and, all the things. But nope, not today. Now, one of my huge projects that I would love to do someday, it's probably going to be one of those things that I'm going to have to design myself, because I have been looking, and I would like to do like this big, huge mosaic blanket. I mentioned this to the officials the other day, but I'm not finding anything that I like. So I may have to go to Stitch Fiddle and figure one out for myself. Let's see. Maybe I should just drive up to Hirschner's. Maybe I should. I mean, I was introduced and I met the president of Hirschner's. Maybe I can go knock on his office door. Knock, knock, knock. Do you remember me from the warehouse sale? We spoke. I have a suggestion for the suggestion box. It would be really nice. I mean, listen, I'm only one person. Unless there's hundreds of people wanting it, they're probably not going to respond. But I like to complain about it every now and then. So anyway, Hirschner's does have a sale on today, Peggy. Thank you for reminding all of us. If you're interested, 14 cents shipping. Yes, 14 cents to ship. And they're actually not bad with their shipping. Hirschner's is actually notoriously good, in my very humble opinion, with their shipping. Let me get myself situated. They're really good with their shipping. Unlike some other companies that I've had issues with, every time I order from Hirschner's, it's never a problem. So, yeah, I'm one person with a big channel. They will probably listen. You think? Maybe they would. Maybe. What coffee am I drinking? So, I've been off of this Dunkin' Donuts kick for quite a while, guys. I am drinking Kirkland coffee from Costco. And I mistakenly said to you guys, I misspoke. I think I mentioned that the can was like 17 bucks. It's not, it's 22 here in Delaware, but it's for 3 pounds of coffee. 3 pounds for 22 bucks. I grabbed two. So when I do my grocery run tomorrow, I have to pick up the creamer and not the coffee. So, yeah. Hi, Carrie. Welcome in. Listening while organizing the bathroom. I love that. You know what I would like to do? I would like to tune in and put something on while I organize next door. Like, next door is one of those situations, guys, where I clean one corner. It's gorgeous. It's all the things. And then I move on to another section. And then I have to use the clean corner to make room for the section that I'm currently working because there's no room. It's one of those situations right now. We're getting through it one piece at a time. And for those of you guys who weren't around when I mentioned this the first time, I am clearing out next door. So instead of having 3 yarn rooms in this house, I only want 2. So between this room here, the studio, and my actual yarn room, which I think the officials have seen it, I am making room for more yarn over there, and I'm making more room for yarn in here. So I need to just get rid of the yarn out of next door. I'm having everything moved around over there. So yeah, very, very nice. Your Inspirations has a free pattern for a men's sweater, just one pattern, but it's there. Oh, one. I believe I know which one you're talking about. I did see it, I think. I may have to check. This is what happens to me, or I clean one room and move to the next, and all the yes. Whether it's yarn or just regular house cleaning stuff, sometimes we have to move things from one space to the clean space to then clean up the space we just moved the stuff from. And then it's just a rob Peter to pay Paul type situation all the time. That's how I feel. And my hands feel like they can't crochet or knit fast enough to get through this yarn. And I go through a lot of yarn. So I don't know what's up. I don't know what's going on. How many of you guys have, thank you for reminding me, Silver, how many of you guys have heard about the sweater curse? Have you heard about this? If you're a knitter, specifically if you're a knitter, if you knit a sweater for a loved one, there's this whole saying. Today was the first day I heard of it, by the way. So if you're a knitter and you knit a sweater for a loved one, that loved one is more likely to break up with you or divorce you because you knit them. I don't know if it's because you knit them a sweater, but that's what I read today. Like, it's called the sweater curse. I don't know how much I believe that. I think it's pish posh. I don't know. But yeah, apparently if you knit, I don't know about crochet, but if you knit a sweater for a loved one, like a husband or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whoever, they're more likely to break up with you, or they will break up with you. I don't understand the end part of it, but I know that the end result is they're no longer with you. I'm like, wait a minute. I know lots of people who gift knitted sweaters to loved ones. And then I ask myself, well, do they all work out? Or there must be a reason why there's a such thing as like a sweater curse, right? I don't know. I think it's low-key lies. Like, I don't a tall tale, right? Maybe it's a tall tale. Um, I, okay, so Jean says, I have heard about it. I am not knitting a sweater for my husband. Yeah, you know what, Kim? Superstitious or just a little stitious? I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I read it and I'm like, I need to bring this up to you guys because if you heard about it, well, maybe I need to take heed to this, keep it in my back pocket to not knit for anybody who happens to ever cross paths with me. Oh, because you ignored them while making the sweater. Well, listen, like I read this, okay? How long does it take to knit a basic sweater? According to Siri, it can take you as fast as 10 hours up to 30 hours to knit a sweater or longer. So the fastest is 10 hours and it can go as far as like 30 hours or more. So maybe that's the reason. The folklore is that you don't do it unless you are married because you are giving spousal vibes prematurely. That's a very good point. I didn't think about it like that. Julie says, well, I did the breakup, but yes, I have heard it. You don't hear about the ones that stay. My mother knit loads for my father. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Well, before I make one for anyone else, I need to do one for myself. And I did spend a good chunk of time today during my break sessions from my pattern writing to look for a basic men's sweater. And I think the more I dig, the more overwhelmed I get because there's so many sweater patterns out there that say like they're basic, they're beginner friendly, and they're simple, and they're all the things that I want to hear, but are they really? You know? And so maybe I just need to take a breather from it and then just go back in. And many of you guys reached out to me and suggested, like, hey, try this, hey, try that. You're gonna like this if you do that. So I'm listening, but then I'm like, maybe it's just too much. I have never knitted a sweater in 10 hours ever. Well, apparently, if you use super bulky number 6 weight yarn with a US number 13 9mm knitting needle, apparently you're able to in 10 hours. Allegedly. I don't know. I've had really good luck with tin can knits. So many people are suggesting that. I may have to go back and look. I actually downloaded their app. They have an app, by the way, guys. Tin Can Knits for the knitters. I don't know if they have crochet patterns, but I'm pulling it up now just to show you guys. So Tin Can Knits, this is what it looks like. And so when you enter in your email address, it actually allows you to save their patterns onto the app here, which I think is really nice. Let me go ahead and log in to show you guys what the inside of Tin Can Knits looks like. Done. Okay. Home. And so when you log in, it has share the app, and then it gives you inspiration. It's got hats there and all, which I think is awesome. Let's see. Done. 1 legacy projects. I think this is what I had saved. I was considering on working this. I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do with this, but I had it saved just in case. But after looking at the pattern, I already did this pattern. I did this pattern with Mary Maxim's knit kit. It was their triangle wrap. It's the same exact pattern. The only difference is you're using Tin Can Knits yarn, and they're suggesting like a different gauge, but the cadence of like all the stitches were very identical. So much so that I didn't think it was worth me actually doing it. So that's the only thing that I have set in my legacy projects, Blazing Sunset. So yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Still can't seem to get my gauge right. I messed up my first sweater. Total loss. Attempting my second sweater, but I have such a tight tension. How do you fix? So, from watching all the folks, those of us who knit tight have to needle up. You know how we say hook up to like a larger size? Just use like go one size or two sizes up on your knitting needles. If you can't seem to manually loosen your tension, you can keep the same tension, but go one or two sizes up with your knitting needles and then re-gauge your work. Do a swatch, measure it, and see if you can get gauge with larger needles. For sure. For sure. Let's see. Watching from the bushes. Thank you so much, Kathy. And for those of you guys who are here as replay warriors, watching from the bushes or from the trees, I appreciate all of you guys. You're very welcome, Amy. And by no means am I an expert at knitting. I mean, I've been knitting now for about a year and a half or so. So I know a little bit, but I'm not like way up there with all the things, so I'm learning just like everyone else. I say that very humbly. Yes. So how many thummies do we have? We have 180 thummies. If you guys can offer some thummies, I would really appreciate that. Let's let that algorithm know that this is okay. This is not bad, And thank you all so much for tuning in. I can't believe how many people we have here right now. I love it. Thank you guys so much. So good. I appreciate that. All of you guys. And let's say, would you run a course on pattern making? At some point, I will. But to be perfectly honest with you, I would probably generalize like I did my summer make-along, where I gave you the building blocks on how to actually construct a cardigan. I would probably do a workshop on the building blocks of how to put together a pattern. Just the basics, because I feel like the only way to really put together a pattern is by trial and error. A lot of us crochet designers, we actually have to rip our work and start over and over and over again before we get to the final destination. A lot of my projects that I donate are just pieces of work, like, swatches of things that were almost finished, but not quite because something wasn't right about it that I didn't like. So that's how I wind up with a lot of, donation items, So if you're someone who's interested in doing something like that, you would eventually have to just figure it out on your own. But if anyone's teaching you how to design, they should only be giving you like the building blocks, like how to construct the pattern from beginning to end, like what are the pieces and how to lay it out. But as far as anything else, that would be you guys for sure. Yeah. Let's see. Thank you so much for the thummies, guys. Love it, love it, love it. You pulled your H catalog out of recycling and made it hurt. I have half of mine to go in here. I see some, and this is another thing too that I do. So when I look in here, I look for one Premier Yarns, right? So I compare Premier Yarns prices to the prices that I see online, and I'm like, okay, well, it's on sale here for a lower price. Let me go ahead and pick up a few here until it becomes on sale at Premier. And then, even if I have to place more than one order, I don't need all of the yarn now because I only have two hands. So if I have enough to get the project started and I can buy it on sale here, as long as I know eventually it will go on sale at Premier, I'll hold off, because those are the two places that I love to order from. Here's one. This is the one. And the other one is Premier. Mary Maxim, I only belong to their kit clubs. And so because I belong to their kit clubs, I get the magazine here. But in terms of like buying the yarn, if you can sit here and look at the prices of the yarn in this book and back it up against this one, you're actually saving money when you go to this one. Unless there's like this huge sale that goes on every now and then with Mary Maxim. Then it's really good to jump on this bandwagon. But always, power of the purse, guys. Don't open the purse until you find the best price. And that's the end of the story there. Period. Mic drop all the things. Power of the purse. Don't crack it open until you find the cheapest price. Oh. Thank you so much for answering. That was super helpful and validating. A fetus in pattern making. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that I was actually able to see it. Gwyneth bought 660 yards of beautiful worsted weight extra fine superwash merino. Doesn't that sound like a whole truckload of yummy yarns? Let's read that again. A beautiful worsted weight extra fine superwash merino. Like that's just, it's got all the fluff in there, right? Would that be enough to make an infinity scarf snood such as your dappled wake? Yes. Wait. Worsted weight, 660 yards. What's your hook size, Gwyneth? If you're going with like a J hook, you might just make the mark. You might just meet it with the dappled wake. Yeah, you're going to be cutting it close. Just because the dappled wake is really wide. It's wide enough to go from the beginning of your head all the way to the back. It's enough to cover your head and come up and around your neck. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Krista. I appreciate it. It's my Canyon Drift poncho. Think Clint Eastwood, but I did a modification to my own pattern. I do that every now and then. It's fine. So I did one extra repeat just to make it extra long and dramatic. See? It was supposed to stop like right here. But I put all this on because I wanted it to be like, for winter. I wanted to stay nice and warm. Thank you so much. And the yarn, let's talk about this yarn. This yarn here is, what is this yarn? It comes in a ball. I know that for sure. And I got it over in the UK across the pond. And James C. Brett, Marble Chunky is what it is. And it took 7 balls. It took 7 balls to make this. So 3 full balls per side. And then I took the last one and I split it in half and did 1 extra repeat on each panel. And then I put them all together and here we have it. So thank you guys so much for like telling everybody what it is, helping me remember my own thoughts. Hi, Trisha. Welcome in, everyone. Trisha is here. Huge hugs to you. Canyon Drift. Yes. Canyon Drift poncho. I need to look up that pattern so I can find out what kind of stitches those are. Well, I can tell you right now. So you've got double crochets. You've got windows, you got half double crochets, you got V stitches, and single crochets. And that's it. That's it. Doesn't it look gorgeous? It's all the things. And then my little medallion just adds it's nice. Anyway, enough about me. How are all of you guys? How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing good. I'm still battling this cold. And you know what, guys? I listened back to my podcast. Oh, my goodness. If there was a way for me to delete the podcast and start all over again, I mean, I sounded so stuffy. I sounded like my head was inside of a glass. I'm still battling this like head cold. And I've had it now for 10 days or so. And just yesterday, my fever finally broke. But I had a really bad head cold for like a week and a half. Anyway, sorry, guys. I'm sure you guys figured it out, right? Watching the podcast, you kind of knew, like, obviously he's not feeling too hot. He sounds very nasally and all the things. But I had to get it done because I have a personal obligation to myself to keep a schedule. I don't like to push anything back if I can help it. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for your kind words. Even though I sounded like I was in a glass bottle, you guys were like, it's fine. Thank you guys. One of these days in the future, I would like to do a podcast where it's like a sit and chat and we're just talking, obviously about all things yarn, right? But I would like to test myself to see if I can actually pull it off. Because I do watch a lot of like knitting. I told you guys this. I watch a lot of knitting podcasts and they do the same thing. You know, they go through like finished objects, works in progress, and things like that. But there are so many different yarny topics that we can sit here and like I can sit here and talk to you guys about. I can talk and talk and talk. And I can talk. You can put me on and go clean your house and just listen in. You can treat me like an audiobook, you know? Just let me sit there and just go on and on and on about all the yarny things. And I thought to myself, what if I did like a podcast where that was literally what I did? Where I talk about the differences of prices of yarn versus fibers and like yarn dyers and all the things. Um, I have half a mind to do that. You know, I have the micro look, I have the microphone so graciously gifted to me. Am I muted? I can't remember. I think I pressed the button by accident. I don't know. Okay, I'm not muted. Okay. I had to double check, guys. I wasn't exactly sure if I muted myself. Juan, I have that yarn in my stash. What yarn? There's when you say vague sentences like that, what yarn? Is $18.98 a good price for a 2-pack of Super Saver Biddy Stripes at Hirschner's? It is actually. It is. Yeah, with the cost of yarn going up, that's a good deal, especially if they have 14-cent shipping right now. It's a deal. Hi Shay, welcome in. Happy Valentine's Day. Is it this yarn you guys were talking about? Someone mentioned Marlena. One, I have that yarn in my stash. Is it this yarn? Because I'm looking around. Oh, look at this. I have loops and threads in the same bin as Red Heart Super Saver Ombre. I got to work on that, guys. Oh, Love 26 is the code. I love this. So it's 14% off and 14-cent shipping. Oh yeah, we have to go at least check it out, guys. We have to. I have no idea what yarn she was talking about. I apologize. I have no idea. See, for me, when I go, it doesn't justify it. But you see, when I look at my wall here, I got a spot right here for a skein. I have a spot right here for a skein. I could fit 3 right here. I could fit like, I think 2 here. And yeah. And I've been using my Karen 1 pound. My wall it's dwindling down. I've been using this. So yeah. Yarn pet peeve, variegated yarn that's less yardage, but the same price as solid color yarn. Yes, Derek, you're so correct. Please tell me why they like. I understand processing, and it goes through extra steps and things like that. But I also think that it's probably one of the reasons why a lot of people steer away from that kind of yarn because you're at a disadvantage if you use this yarn like this over here. You're getting less yardage. And so you're going to have to buy more to do the same product or project that you could have done with solid yarn. So you're 100% right on that. 100% right. 110%. I just bought 6 cakes of the new Karen cakes finally at my Michael's. Did you use your 40% off, Val? It's 40% off. Yep, I got the email. I have yet to do that. One in the light blue or teal. Is it this yarn? It can't be that yarn. I don't know. Popping in to say happy Valentine's to all my crochet besties. Love and hugs. I'll catch up on the replay. Thank you so much, Penny. Love and hugs to you. Tell Brad I said hi. I appreciate you popping in. Let's see. I'm trying to see what yarn it was, if you guys can tell me. Like, what yarn are you seeing that Michael's had it in a cart, not advertised, but I heard it on the YouTube streets? Okay. Let me see. The luxuries of being recorded on the computer while being on my phone. I can actually check and see. So this is what it's set up. Hold on. So it does say 40% off all regular price purchases. So it does say that there, but let's go to coupons. Oh, wow. Look at what I have in mine. I have a $15 reward sitting there. We're going yarn shopping. So if you go in store, it's 40% off with one item only. And then if you order online, you're getting 40% off all the regular prices. And so let's see how much the yarn is right now. Yarn and needlework, all yarn. Let's check it out. Oh, well, that's not fun. It's buy one, get one 50% off all online only. Why did they do that to us? Why did they do that to us? Look, you go online, buy one, get one 50% off. Well, that's just not fair or fun. Oh, well, we thought we were getting a deal and a steal. I mean, he said one has open spots so he can shop. I'm not, oh, yeah. You know what I need to do? So as you can see right here, you can kind of see it like right here, and you can see it right here. Behind what you see on the front, you can fit like 2 deep going long ways, 2, 4, 6, and then 9 on the front, 6 in the back. So each one of these holds 15 skeins of yarn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look behind all of these and see if I can stack and pack it. I'm going to see if I can make room and get some of the yarn out of the middle room and bring it in here. Actually, I can't because it's not loops and threads. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll think of something. Anna, thank you so much for the sticker. I appreciate that. Huge hugs to you. Happy Valentine's Day. That comes out to only, right, 25% off. That's, I mean, I guess we can be grateful for something, but 40% off is kind of where it is, you know? And I bet you they're being super smart about their sale right now because of all this new yarn that just dropped in Michael's. You know, they don't want it flying out the door for 40% off. They're okay with 25, but not 40. Or maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think they're being like super smart with their sale right now because they don't want us like getting that super deal? I don't know. I feel like they do that on purpose so you can use the coupon. Right. I agree. Because to get the sale price, you have to buy more than one, but the coupon in store is only good for one item. That's no fair. Don't they realize as long as they have good sales, right? They're going to have repeat customers. They're going to have people coming back to buy more. It's when you put a halt to those good sales that you have people looking elsewhere. So if you want repeat customers, keep them happy like they did for us at Joann's. I'm just saying, like, we all know that when we shopped at Joann's, they always had great sales on their yarn. We were always talking about what the next best thing was there and what sale they had on this week and what sale they had on, you know, all the things. And, you know, I personally feel no company as of right now can compare to what Joann's had. But I guess the rebuttal could be, well, look what happened to Joann's. So there's that. I get it. But just saying. Just plan for the long haul, stock up. Buy one skein at the coupon price once a week, as long as they have one. Like, yeah, I do that at Walmart, by the way. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, every Sunday I run over and do my grocery shop, and I get like my dry goods at Walmart. And before I go into those aisles to get like my mac and cheese and all the things, I run over to the yarn aisle and I always pick up at least one skein of something, even if it's like mainstays. It could be puzzle, anything, just one. I always pick up one. My shopping trip doesn't feel like it's complete unless I have one skein of yarn at least. And so, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe we need to do that, Amber. Mm-hmm. Just plan for the long haul. And you know what? Okay, so I have to tell you something. My mother said to me, we were talking, she said, you may actually have to crack down and do something you said you weren't going to do. And I said, well, what's that? She said, you may actually have to go and get a storage unit. And I said, well, obviously, I don't want to do that. And she said, well, listen, if you get you get your containers, which you already have in the attic, get your containers and then put liners in them, right? Put your yarn in those liner bags, seal the bags, and then seal the containers, label them, and put them in a storage unit. And all your retirement yarn you keep talking about, put your retirement yarn. I said, Ma, that's no. She's like, listen, just listen. I said, okay. She said, you're talking about moving your yarn around from room to room. You're talking about, doing this art room and all the things. She said, why don't you just take 1 or 2 months, get all the yarn that you have in the house out of the house, get it all out of the house, only keep the yarn that you're actually working on right now, get everything out, even the yarn that I gave you, just get it all out of the house. Once the yarn is out of the house, then figure out what you're doing with the space. It's going to give you so much more space to move the furniture around, get rid of furniture, order more furniture, paint the walls, put carpet down, get new tables, do whatever you want to do. Just get the yarn out of the house. And once you have your rooms configured the way that you want them, then empty out the storage unit and pack the yarn back in the house. And as you're packing the yarn back in the house, take inventory of what you have as you're packing it away. That way, that any future purchases that you bring into the house, you can account for, and you know exactly what you have coming in, and you know exactly what you have going out. I said, when did you start making so much sense? You never gave me this advice before. Never, ever, ever have you ever broke it all down to me like that and said, Juan, this is what you need to do. You always gave me the shrug of the shoulder. You always told me to just figure it out. I said, when did you ever have this in your head? She's like, it was always there, Juan. It was always there. But this is your yarn. It's your channel. It's your all the things. So you do all the things with your yarn however you want. But that's what I would do if I had what you had right now. Get it out of the house, figure out what you're doing, and then bring it back and keep it organized. Oh, my goodness. So, and I'm thinking, while it's an expense right now, right? Okay. That's really not my concern. Let me tell you exactly what my concern is about using a storage unit for my yarn. It's the fact that you don't know what's being stored next to. You don't know what could crawl up into your unit. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want anything to happen to my yarn. I'm very careful with how I care for my yarn here. Yes, it's an organized chaos, but I know, like, I don't have to worry about anything crawling up into my yarn. I don't have to worry about any smells or anything like that. So that's my concern. But the way she just came at me from left field. One, rent a pod. I don't know if is it safe. I mean, it's really cold here, and I don't want anything to happen to my yarn. I'm not sure. Put a pod in your driveway. I could definitely do that. I could. It might annoy the block, but who cares? They're very particular about the curb appeal. You know, I don't care. It's temporary anyway. Um, if you did a pod, that would be a good choice. As though is it would force you to get in and out of your work. I would do it in spring. Yes. You know what I could do? Just work through the yarn that I have now. Be very smart about acquisitions and kind of do what I just did this last podcast. I'm sorry, the whole table's shaking. I'm very excited. You know how I just showed new yarn and then I did like a one for you and a one for me? So it's not like I'm keeping the entire acquisition. I'm sharing the acquisition. I could still play with some new yarn and still give some to you guys. So I'm not holding on to all of it, but half of it. And I can still work on the yarn that I have here in the house and just work through as much as I can. Yeah, that could be a thing for sure. What happened to the yarn shed? It's not out there yet. They did the stomp. I don't know what you call it. They took the machine and they went pop 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 pop, and they did that to the space. Yeah, so that's where we're at with it. The space is ready to go. I just have to get it built, and so I have to wait for all the snow to melt. And they compacted the ground. Yes, thank you, Kathy. So yeah, I rent an indoor storage climate controlled unit and have never seen a bug or foul smell. Well, that's good, Shirley. That's good. Did they fix the fence? Yes, the fence is fixed. Here's the thing. Are you guys ready? When it comes time for the shed to be built, they have to remove the fence in order to get all of the pieces in. Because where they compacted the ground and where the fence came down, so here's my house. The fence came down over here. The shed is being built over here in the far corner. So they have to take the same exact thing that they just fixed. They have to take it back down to get all the materials into the yard and around the house to where this is going. Now, I asked them, I said, well, why can't you come on this side? Because there's a fence over here. And they said, well, it's because of what you have over there. So I have my HVAC and I have all of those things on this side of the house where it's opposite of the driveway. So they said because of all of that there, they don't feel that it would be safe for them to bring all of that past all of that. So they're going to come on this side. I said, listen, if you take the fence down to bring all the stuff in, can you please reinstall the fence the way you found it? And they said, absolutely. I said, is that extra? They said, no. I said, okay, we're good. It's good. So who are you getting your shed from? So I'm getting mine. Well, I'm 90% sure this is where I'm going. I'm going to Home Depot right around the corner. Is it right around the corner? No. No, around the corner. If you're driving, everything's around the corner, right? So yeah, when you're driving, it's like around the corner down the road or stretch. Anyway, Home Depot, most Home Depots usually have those barn sheds out in their parking lot. Yeah, I was going to get one of those. Yeah, the poor fence, up, down, up, down, up, down, all the things, right? It's always, listen, I feel like once the shed is out there, it won't have reason to come down again. It's going to be one of those things. Let's see here. And where are we? I'm making sure. You like my verbal explanation? Thank you so much, Lorraine. I appreciate that. Make a gate. I thought about it, but okay, so here's the kicker. Right next to the fence that they have to keep taking down is a gate. The gate is right there. You have, how many panels is that? It's a 6-foot panel, right? But there's there's 4 of them, 4 panels in a row, and then there's the door. But the door's not wide enough for anything to go through because, like, the machine that they had to bring in to smash the ground down, to level the ground, like, the guy had to drive into my yard with this machine. I don't know what you call it, but they had to drive in the backyard and they had to drive back out and all the things. So two of those panels had to come down, and they had to put them back up, and now they got to come down again, all the things. So, you know what? I found out, and I don't know if this is for the whole state of Delaware, but I can technically have 200 square feet without a permit. I can put a yarn barn out there as long as it's 200 square feet or less. Well, the one that I want is 400 square feet, and it's got a loft to it. So I may have to pull permits, but if it becomes an issue, then I'll settle for the small one. But I figured go big or go home, use the bottom section, the bottom area for, current storage and all the things, and then use the loft for all of my finished makes, all of my treasures and my retirement yarn. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So I want 400 square feet. Yeah. I want 400 square feet, and then I want the one with the loft. So we'll see. The permit process wasn't bad down here. Well, say you're in the lower slower. I don't think you're in the lower slower, but I think things go much better down there than they do up here. I think. I don't know, Kathy. I'll have to check it out. This part of the state up here, things have a tendency to do it's very wishy-washy up here in northern Delaware because of that big city over there called Wilmington. Yep. Now, it was suggested to me to take, and I know, but let me finish. It was suggested to me to take the whole fence down, just take it down completely and reinstall a different kind of fence, because I have those tall wooden security fences. So instead of those, those white ones, vinyl. I don't know if they're vinyl or not, but they're the white ones that you can see at like Lowe's and Home Depot. Install those because they're a lot easier to slide in and out as opposed to the wooden ones because they have concrete footing. I don't know. I don't know anything about that, but it was suggested to me to go with the white vinyl ones. I like the wood look better, in my opinion. I just like the wooden look. It's so much nicer. Let's see. If you do, add a section with double gates so you can open them. And that was the point. So instead of the one wooden section, because it's 24, so it's 4 sections of 6 feet, and then one section of like 3 feet. So it's 27 feet, this one section here. And so what they're saying is put like a small section on either end like this, and then in the middle, do like swinging gates. So that way in the future, if you ever have anything that you want to construct or anything you want done to the backyard, you can swing those gates open and anything can just drive right up in there. That's what they're suggesting instead of what I currently have. So something tells me like with the heat, vinyl, it's not really conducive. I know it can withstand a lot of heat, but like I'm thinking long term, I'm thinking like, maybe it'll crack or it'll break. I know wood does things because it's wood, but I think vinyl isn't as sturdy as wood is. I don't know. Wood is best, right? Okay. The vinyl crack. Say, I should have just read the comments. No, the vinyl cracks too easily. The wood is best. I thought so too. I'm thinking wood is kind of the way to go, even though with some houses, the vinyl look actually matches the house a lot nicer, but not my house. The wood looks so much nicer with my house. So, oh yes, is today the last day, Kim? I can't remember. For my Ravelry, there's a Valentine's Day sale going on until midnight. So if you're interested in any of my patterns, now's the time to get them before the sale is off. If many of you guys have already checked it out, I mentioned it several times, but just in case, wanted to let you guys know the patterns are still on sale until midnight. All right. Make sure the wood is treated and won't rot. Yeah, absolutely. now that we're talking about all this, I mentioned before during the summertime that I live in front of a green space and there's lots of trees and there's a creek back there and all the things. And we get the deer and all that. Anyway, in 2022, I had a company, I think they're called Ashblund. I can't remember. Big orange truck and all the things. I had them come out and they trimmed the trees. They, manicured all back there to just make it so that I didn't have to worry about any trees like falling on the house and all that. Well, in a matter of like 3.5 years, I go back there. I'm actually back there with the HVAC people because I was looking for an upgrade. And so I'm back there and I'm looking and I'm like, it doesn't look like Ashblend did anything. All of the things that I had them cut grew back. I'm like, and this guy that I was with, the HVAC guy, he doesn't deal with the trees, but he was there. And I said, would you look at this? I paid this company X amount of dollars to do all of this, and they came and they did it, and they did a great job. But look at it's all back, all of it. All of it grew back. Anybody else go through that? Like you're cutting the trees down for them to just grow back. Oh my goodness. It just doesn't go away, guys. And you don't want to do anything to like the roots or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. Yours grew back bigger. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to call the company back out and have them cut all the new growth to the trees and all of that. Maybe I should just get my own. I don't even know what they're called, let alone know what to do with it. Chainsaw. There you go. Maybe I need to take some lessons, chainsaw lessons. Maybe I should just go back there and cut the trees down myself. I mean, because it's either that or I call this company out and they're going to cut and that's another thing. Like I have security fence back there. And like if anything falls on that, that's just another section that has to come out and be replaced. The forest is trying to reclaim the forest. Now, I will say this. So the first year that they came out and cut all those trees down, I had crickets really, really bad. Like all on the patio, on the side of the house, around the driveway. I had crickets everywhere, right? As the trees grew back, the birds came back. You guys remember I did live streams and all you heard were like all the birds. And I felt like when the birds came back, the crickets slowly, became part of that whole life cycle over there. And I didn't have to worry about the crickets. So maybe I can cut down some of the trees, but not all of the trees, because I do like the sound of having like lots of birds back there, but I don't like the crickets. They're horrible. I mean, they're loud, they're obnoxious, and all that. So when they cut, I think they can put a growth stopper so that that's what was suggested to me. Like if I were to do anything on my own, get like a drill bit, like a 1/4 inch or 3/8 drill bit, and drill into the center of like where I cut, and pour some of this liquid, which actually like rots the wood, so it keeps it from growing. So that's something I could consider in the future. I don't know. We just want to play with all our yarn, all this adult. Yeah, right. And you know what's funny is when, it gets warm out, I go out there and I sit back there with my yarn, and I just want that space to be as comfortable as possible. That's why I keep talking about it, because it's my sanctuary. Like, I don't know how many of you guys actually crochet outside when the weather's nice, but I'm only going to do it if, it's comfortable for me. Meaning, I don't have to worry about the crickets coming to jump on my patio. I don't have to worry about any of the things. So, yeah. If that is green space, isn't it own a regular? Yes, until it crosses my property line. Yep. I only touch what crosses my property. As soon as that happens, then I'm all over it. But yeah, I can't go back but so far. Yep, for sure. Um, does the 14-cent shipping have a coupon code? I don't know. I think it does. I believe it does. Let me check. Let me see. HERRFCH. There it is. And the coupon code. Where are you? Maybe they put it in my email. Did you guys get the notifications via email for Love 26? Okay, thank you guys. You're so much faster than me. Thank you guys for being so fast with it. I appreciate you guys. Love 26. When I was doing duck rescue, they ate the grasshoppers. Yes, part of the life cycle. I love it. And I'm real finicky about like where my yarn is when I'm outside too. Like I have to pay close attention to it. They have an Addie King knitting machine on there. Do they? Love that for them. So good. The 14-cent code is love26. Perfect. I like the crickets at night. I like that as white noise. It's nice to listen to, but see, and maybe this has happened to some of you guys, I don't know, but somehow, I don't know how this happens, but somehow I find them trying to get in. On this rare occasion, I'll find one in the pantry. I'll find one like coming right through the door in the back room. I'm like, how did you get in here? And they find their way in. And they're noisy, and I'm like, where's that noise coming from? It's in the house somewhere. Where are you? I have to find you, and you need to go out right now. A cricket in your house is good luck. Is it really? Okay. Didn't know that. Had no idea, guys. Huh. Anyway, good to know. So I need to let you guys, well, for the officials, just a little reminder, pattern drop is tomorrow, just so that you guys know. I will put a post up just for the official level Yarn Addicts, and you guys will have the coupon code. You guys know what you need to do there. And then for the remainder of the members, because this is the anniversary month of memberships, we're celebrating 2 years of memberships this month on my channel. On the 25th, for the rest of the members, a coupon code will drop in the community tab for you guys. When you get that community tab post, make sure you follow the directions so that you can get your free pattern. Okay? It'll be so good. You'll love it. Maybe you can knit a sweater for the crickets. Right? They'll go away and never come back. What kind of yarn for tomorrow patterns? Well, all of the patterns can be worked up with any weight of yarn. See, I was sworn to secrecy. I cannot tell you guys what the pattern is. My mod team said, listen, Juan, you love to tease projects, but this one here you can't tease. So I can't tease it. You're going to have to wait till tomorrow to find out what it is, but I know you guys will be pleased. So anyway, guys, it'll be good. You'll see why I've been sworn to secrecy when you get the pattern tomorrow. All right. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up this live so I can get back to work. I have more stuff to crochet, more stuff to design, and more things to do to prepare for the next podcast episode. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Valentine's Day. Thank you guys for taking a little bit of time out of your Valentine's Day to spend it with me. I really appreciate that. I hope you had a good time. And until the next one, guys, you have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.